Hey, welcome. Today we're going to talk about something we all deal with every single day: money. But we're going to look at it a little differently. Not as something that causes stress, but as this incredibly powerful tool that can unlock your personal freedom and growth. All right, let's get into it. So let's start with the $1 million question, right? Can money actually buy happiness? You hear people say no all the time. But today, we're going to challenge that idea. We're going to explore how money at its core can be the tool you use to build a life filled with security, with choice, and yeah, maybe even happiness. So, to really get this, we've got to go back to square one. Before we can even talk about big ideas like freedom or building a legacy, we need to get a handle on what money actually is. Let's strip it down and demystify this thing we use every day. At the end of the day, money is just a tool. That's it. It's not good, it's not evil. It's basically a piece of technology we invented to make our lives work better. It's got a few specific jobs: to let us trade, to let us save, and to let us measure how much something is worth. Simple, but man, is it powerful. So let's break down those jobs real quick. First, it's a medium of exchange. This just means you don't have to trade, 12 chickens for a new phone. Second, it's a store of value. The work you do today can be saved up to pay for something way down the road, like your retirement. And finally, it's a unit of account. It's like a universal ruler that tells us how much everything is worth so we can compare things easily. Okay, so we know what money is. Now, let's make this personal. The very first and probably the most important part of this whole journey is using money to build yourself a shield. Think of it as your personal protection against all the curveballs and uncertainty that life is guaranteed to throw at you. And what does the shield do? Well, it covers the absolute fundamentals, the things you need to just feel safe. We're talking about knowing for sure that you can put food on the table, you can keep a roof over your head, you can get good health care if you get sick. It's that emergency fund for when the car dies or a surprise bill pops up. This isn't about being rich, it's about being secure. And here's the most important part. When those basic needs are covered, when your shield is strong, what you get is profound. It's peace of mind. It's freedom from that constant nagging anxiety about just surviving. And that, right there, is the very first layer of happiness that money can help you build. But once that shield is up, what happens next? Well, this is where things get really exciting. You stop just surviving and you can actually start living. This is the point where money stops being a shield and starts being a key, the key that unlocks the door to your own path in life. And this is the absolute game changer, because financial stability gives you the single most powerful thing you can have: choice. The power to make decisions based on what you're passionate about, what you believe in, what you dream of, not just what you have to do to pay the bills this month. So what do these choices actually look like? Well, it's the freedom to decide, you know what, I'm going back to school. It's having the funds to take that great idea you have and actually start a business. It's being able to travel, to take that course, to finally pick up that instrument you've always wanted to play. This is where your life truly becomes your own. Which brings us right to this really bold statement: money can buy happiness. And when you stop thinking about it as buying stuff and start thinking about it as buying security, buying peace of mind, buying the freedom to choose, you start to see the truth in that, don't you? The happiness isn't in the paper itself, but in all the doors it swings open for you. Now, this next idea puts it even more bluntly. Money is very important. Without money, there's nothing. And that sounds pretty harsh, I know, but it points to a basic reality of our world. Without this tool, getting the education, the security, and the opportunities we just talked about is, well, it's nearly impossible. But this whole story doesn't just stop with you and your own freedom. The final stage, and maybe the most fulfilling one, is when you have enough strength to start looking beyond yourself. This is about using your resources to build something that lasts, a legacy, and to help the community around you. And what you see here is this amazing shift from me to we. The journey has to start with you, with building your own stability, your own shield. But once you're secure, you now have the power to use your extra resources to help lift other people up. You're not just strengthening yourself anymore, you're strengthening your whole community. And that help creates this incredible ripple effect. It looks like philanthropy, being able to donate to causes that you truly care about. It drives the whole economy forward when you start a business and create jobs for others. And yes, it can lead to more social influence, which gives you an even bigger platform to make a positive impact. So when you boil it all down, what's the real goal here? It's not about piling up money just for the sake of it. The real goal is to earn enough to build a wonderful, respectful life for yourself. A life with comfort, with dignity, with mental peace, and with the ability to leave the world a little better than you found it. So I'll leave you with this one last thought to chew on. If we agree that money isn't the goal, it's just a tool, a powerful tool for building things, then there's really only one question that matters. What will you build with it? What kind of life? What kind of world? What kind of legacy are you going to create?